right, good morning and welcome. It's Corporate Governance Platform brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. I am Funmi Omoburi. Today on the program, we want to look at the ICSAN 2022 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum. Of course, we'll have Mrs. FOLASADE AKINMUSIRE, FCIS. She's Treasurer, Lagos State Chapter of ICSAN. She's also member, Corporate Members and Training Committee of the Institute, and Managing Partner, Android and Deft Legal and Governance Practitioners firm. Also with me in the studio, of course, is Mr. Kayode Ketefe. Good morning, Mr. Ketefe.
Good morning, Funmi. Good morning, all our listeners.
All right, Mr. Ketefe is the head of research for ICSAN. Let's take this message. We'll be right back.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs ICSAN.
ICSAN. What is ICSAN?
ICSAN is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of ICSAN at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
All right, ICSAN, definitely the hub of governance professionals. As I said earlier, we're looking at ICSAN 2022 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum. Good morning, Mrs. AKINMUSIRE.
Good morning.
All right, thank you for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
All right, the Institute recently held her 2022 Company Secretaries and Registrars Forum. Let's look at the significance of this forum and what the forum is all about.
Okay, the Forum of Company Secretaries and Registrars is a program conceived by the Corporate Members and Training Committee of ICSAN. It was designed as a platform to expose participants to modern-day practices and practical solutions to problems, relating to company secretarial practices and governance issues. It is also an avenue to rub minds and, with our strategic partners who are also professionals in the area of corporate governance, as the registrars, because they play a large part, they play a very big role, especially with public companies. They play a very big role in ensuring that the principles of corporate governance are practiced by public organizations.
All right. The theme of the forum was sustainability and the future of green economy, a governance perspective. Let's look at what informed the choice of this theme.
Okay, the theme was conceived to address and to create increased awareness to the issue of sustainability. We all know that the aim of corporate governance is to ensure that organizations thrive in the long run and they are prosperous and they continue to prosper. So that particular topic focuses on the green economy, ensuring that organizations in Nigeria and indeed the Nigerian economy remains green and prosperous in the long run. So it was very timely and very important. Also, in order to ensure that we are in line with what is going on in the international community, we see that paying particular attention to sustainability issues has helped developing and developed countries to continue to thrive and remain green. So we want that to also happen in Nigeria. So ICSAN was very, very timely in that intervention to continue to create that awareness about the need for us to pay particular attention to sustainability issues.
There were some resource persons, for the program at the forum. Let's talk about these resource persons and what informed the choice of the resource persons featured.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Talking about resource persons at the forum.
Okay, yes. The resource persons, the committee took considerable effort to pick resource persons who have the relevant expertise and experience, and also represent the various stakeholders across the value chain in organizations with particular respect to public companies. So we had, as one of our speakers, our keynote speaker, Mrs. Dr. Omawome Kola-Lawal, who is the director of ESG. And you know that speaks to environmental issues. And that is one of the issues under sustainability. You want to consider how your organization is impacting the environment. Is it positive? Is it negative? And what do you do about it? So she was one of our keynote speakers, and she did justice to the topic in question, creating awareness about the need for organizations to pay particular attention to sustainability issues, especially as regards the environment. She made considerable notes of the fact that if the environment is not protected as we use it, we have nothing to pass on to the next generation. And then even our organizations are not able to thrive. So that was one of the reasons why we had her. We also had somebody from representing the interests of shareholders, Mr. Akinduro Eric, as well as Mr. Sheyi Owotoro. He's the president and chairman of Council, Institute of Capital Markets Registrars. He spoke to the role of registrars with respect to sustainability issues and how they can impact, positively the Nigerian economy. Also present were key speakers with respect to organizations in the derivatives industry. They are very key and germane to issues of green economy and the environment and how we use it and what they do. So he spoke to the role of organizations in that particular industry and the need for them to be mindful on how their activities impact, on the environment, and how we can also ensure that we have a futuristic policy to ensuring that our environment is clean, clear, and we have something to pass on to the next generation.
All right, fantastic. Before I let you go, let's quickly look at key learning points derived from the program.
Okay, yeah. Participants were exposed to the fact that for the issue of sustainability and even corporate governance to be properly harnessed, for the benefits to be properly harnessed by organizations, it has to start from the top. It's not just something for the second tier level management or third tier level management. It has to start from the top. The board has to be aware of the issues of sustainability, and they have to be alive to their roles by ensuring that there are policies in their organizations that speak to these issues and help organizations stay profitable in the long run as against short-term goals. Of another particular import is the issue of stranded assets. The keynote speaker was able to make us understand that we'll have stranded assets if considerable issues such as the environment and the economic impact of our activities are not particularly properly considered in order to ensure that all resources are properly harnessed, managed in such a way that we have something to pass on to the next generation, and that the organizations stay profitable, not just in the long term, but not just in the short term, but in the long term.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. FOLASADE AKINMUSIRE, FCIS, Treasurer, Lagos State Chapter, and also member, Corporate Members and Training Committee. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning. All right, Mr. Ketefe, some announcements.
Thank you very much, Fumi. Thank you, our guest. Dear audience, we have a few announcements for you. Please listen attentively. The first announcement is on the upcoming training in the ICSAN virtual training series, which is holding only 48 hours away. We are pleased to inform you that a training on enhancing the skill of charter secretaries and administrators is coming up on Friday, February 18, 2022. That's just about 48 hours away. The topic of the training is enhancing core skill for charter secretaries and administrators for optimum performance. The time is 10 a.m. and it's going to be held virtually through the Zoom platform. And it is one of the training in the ICSAN virtual training series. The participation fee is as follows. Members, 25,000 naira. Non-members, 30,000 naira. For more inquiries, please call Yinka on 080-90-660-169. Yinka on 080-90-660-169. Furthermore, there is another training on IT governance and cybersecurity coming up on Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. This training, which is also going to be held virtually, has the topic, as I have said, IT governance and cybersecurity. The time is 10 a.m. prompt. This training will help participants to understand the key issues in cybersecurity as well as the overall objectives and strategic importance of IT governance and its relation to various stakeholders in any organization. This issue is of course very relevant in a period of pandemic that we are in, where stakeholders have been forced to work from home and in less protected environment. The participation fee for members is 45,000 naira and non-members 50,000 naira. For further detail on this training, please call Anita on 070-111-30059. You can also send email to training@icsan.org. Lastly, the last announcement is on the ICSAN workshop on independent non-executive directors, INED, holding on February 24th. This is to inform ICSAN members, directors of companies and other entities, other professionals in governance fields, and other interested stakeholders that the Institute of Charter Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN, is holding a one-day workshop for independent non-executive directors on Thursday, February 24th, 2022. The workshop starts at 10 a.m. prompt and is going to be held by virtual method. The workshop aims at enhancing capacity and reinforcing knowledge for independent non-executive directors, directors of boards, and all aspiring directors of companies. It is noteworthy that the INES play a unique role on board organization, and their role is very germane towards the promotion of good corporate governance practices within their board. Though there is need for proper understanding of what their roles are as provided under the law as well as enshrined under the Nigerian Code of Corporate Governance 2018. That's why this opportunity is very, very invaluable. Please do not miss it. For further detail, call OGG on 080-237-83043. Please call OGG for further detail on 080-237-83043. Thank you for listening and have a pleasant day.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kayode Ketefe, FCIS, Head of Research, ICSAN. That's a bit this morning on Corporate Governance Platform. We'll return again next week, Wednesday, 10:15 a.m. right here on Equator 9.7 FM. I am Funmi Omoburio. Enjoy the rest of the day.